Hi, my name is Anthony Banyano and I'm a student of Resourceful University.
Hi, I'm Lunella A. Opus from M12H.
Hi, good morning. I'm Justin Kibay from M12H.
Good day everyone, my name is Shanina Pitan from ABM.
Initially, I got surprised when I found out that learning Arnis will be the subject in our PE class all throughout the semester, because it built questions in my mind on how we will learn Arnis during this time of pandemic, wherein classes are all virtual. But then I realized up until we reach the final semester, the execution of the teaching of our advisor in PE class are all really good. And I learned a lot despite the situation that the world facing momentarily.
In my previous class, we topic our just for 2 to 3 days. I'm nervous because I might not be able to do it right. But thanks to our PE teachers for explaining and collaborating it in a way that subject can understand and able to perform.
This is a sport also known as Kali or Eskrima. Is one of the most famous martial arts in the Philippines. Knives, bladed arms, sticks, and various improvised weapons are used in this sport. Hand-to-hand fighting, wrestling, and arms disarming techniques are all included. There are the incorporated related methods in armies. The said sport uses three similar techniques, stick and sinawali, which uses two equal length stick twirled in a waving pattern for blocking and punching. It's more on practicing strategies and techniques, which help me to learn on how am I going to protect myself, especially today.
For me, what comes to my mind is that it's challenging, especially the new normal that we are facing right now. Like, how am I going to learn about this? How are we going to execute the strikes about this? But before, when I was in grade 7, I have a little background of Arnis, so I'm kind of familiar with the 12 striking technique. So I feel like with these small familiar things, I can help myself pass this semester or survive.
The only and main problems that I encountered is when someone took my mobile phone, which was the only device that I'm using for online classes. I lost all my video activities, research, important screenshots or photos, and the worst thing there wasn't even all uploaded yet.
I have no problem so far in activities in output, but I left my belongings in Mandaluyong, including my PE pants. I'm in Binangonan right
The main
now and I don't
challenges
have
that
PE
the
pants to
students
use.
have encountered are self-studying, poor internet connection, lack of sleep, and time to answer all the modules due to great number of activities,
But
distraction, and lack of
learning the
focus.
different techniques, the different lessons from this, just by using the phone. Because I'm kind of slow in learning things that was given to me just using technologies. It is easier for me if it was taught to me like face to face. So I think that's the most difficult thing about this whole semester.
As a humble student, the strategies that I'd use to execute the skills needed in every activities are first, I need to set my mind and think that doing these activities will not just contribute into my grades, but also it will contribute in my physical body. And all the learnings in these activities can be used as well in my future needs.
Start early. Finishing all of your activity the week before the deadline is a good
As
start.
a student, the strategy I used to practice the skill needed for the activity was to first practice what was needed for each activity we were going to do until we got the right moves in what we were doing. It's also want to be confident in yourself and don't think that you can do activities that your classmates can. If they can, you can
Really
too.
good at everything that it includes sports. So I feel like I needed someone that can teach me the things that I am not really good at. So I always listen to them. Like, I watch carefully the videos that was uploaded in the campus. I asked my friends who is also studying in JRU to teach me, and I think that helped me a lot.
The lesson that I have learned in this subject in doing the necessary or needed activities are first, learning our needs can be used in self-defense that can ensure my safety wherever or whenever I am into. And learning our needs as well teach me as well to be disciplined and to have a self-control. And it also gives me the ability to think fast and make my body stronger, which can be functional in my future needs.
I am grateful to have a PE class of Arnis because in Arnis, you will learn how to protect yourself from others.
I think I can use it in the future because there are many great benefits in using Arnis. The benefits you get from Arnis are self-defense, temperance, helps your heart endurance, improves your reflexes, and better your
So
health.
I think it's about the strikes, the techniques, the everything about Arnis. I feel like I can use it not only in the future but also in today. Especially the world is very dangerous right now. So learning this kind of skills is something that we should all have, or feel like if you know this, you have an advantage in taking care of yourself.